I'm actually a firm believer that I don't feel disabled. I have a spinal cord injury that means I use a wheelchair. It's lack of access to venues that's disabling. In terms of, even a couple of steps is difficult because you need lifting up them, because it's not the option of just staggering up a couple of steps and then getting back into your chair isn't an option yet. Also, I think as I've got older over the 20 years, I've moved from a small town to a slightly bigger town, to Manchester, to London, and now to Bristol. Culturally as well, I'm sort of going to different places and finding that actually accessibility from city to city changes as well. That people are more willing to talk about what isn't accessible. I think previously people may have had a knockback because the options maybe when I first had 20 years ago was you'd phone a venue up. And so you didn't necessarily know they all existed, but now you just Google search. The council I think could do more in terms of actually actively doing something about it, but I think equally it needs the people that can't get into these places to speak up as well, because otherwise, if they're not putting pressure on the council, there's no pressure to do something about it. I think anyone who runs an arts venue or a music venue or a venue that's open to the public actually would, I think if they've spent half an hour in a chair and tried to get around their venue, I think would be fantastic, because it would really open their eyes to actually, how difficult it is. Yeah, so one of the reasons why I chose to do this interview in the Watershed was because of how fantastic it is as a venue. It's brilliantly accessible as far as I'm concerned. You don't have to ask staff, it's just second nature for them to ask a question as to whether or not do you want to stay in your chair or not stay in your chair. And I just think little things like that really make a big difference.